Sixers fans have been waiting a whole year for another shot at the playoffs after their disappointing performance last year in the conference semifinals. Meanwhile, the Nets were back in the postseason for the first time in 4 seasons and looking to make their mark on a national stage. And there is no question, that's what they did. In a chess match between Sixers coach Brett Brown and Nets coach Kenny Atkinson, it was clear the Nets had the better game plan. It started with sagging way off Embiid and daring him to shoot the three-pointer. Any shot outside of the paint is a win for the defense, and Embiid missed all 5 of his three-pointers, 4 of them in the first quarter alone. Meanwhile, whenever Embiid did get near the rim, he was drawing fouls left and right, getting Nets starting center Jarrett Allen in early foul trouble, but also showing a little frustration with all the contact, sending Dudley to the ground and getting a technical foul. With their lack of outside shooting, J.J. Redick was a key figure in Philly's offense, so Coach Atkinson decided to make him a real liability on the defensive end, attacking him every chance they got. Whether it was Caris LeVert, D'Angelo Russell, or Spencer Dinwiddie, once Redick ended up on one of them, they simply went to work. This ultimately forced Brett Brown to bench him, playing only 23 minutes instead of his customary 31. The big bright spot for the Sixers was Jimmy Butler, who lit it up for 36 points and gave them a plus 11 while he was on the floor. He did a bunch of damage hanging around the offensive boards when the Nets went small, getting easy putbacks in the first half. But the Nets had a hard time stopping him in the pick and roll mid-range and at the hoop. But this type of scoring doesn't bother Brooklyn too much, and they contained him well enough and only gave up 1 bucket in the fourth quarter. One of the keys to this whole series is when the Nets go ultra small ball with Jared Dudley at center. With Embiid struggling with his shooting and his knee, Brown was forced to use Boban for a long stretch, and Atkinson went to his ultra small ball lineup. Even though the Nets didn't score, you can see how reluctant Boban is to come out to the perimeter, and they leave Dudley wide open, a shot Atkinson will take every time down. On this pick and roll, they force a switch of Boban onto Spencer Dinwiddie, who promptly blows right by him for the nice two-handed dunk off the baseline drive. Boban is slow in transition and has to pick up Graham. Now he's nowhere near the basket to protect it, and D'Lo gets an easy finger roll. The Sixers tried to negate small ball by attacking with a huge height advantage, but it didn't work out that well, as Boban gets called for the offensive foul here when Dudley steps in and takes the contact towards the neck and head area. Brown was forced to sit Boban down, but bringing in Mike Scott doesn't help much around the rim as Spencer wastes no time going right at him and laying it in softly off the glass. I did a video on the Ben Simmons problem earlier this year, and it hasn't gotten any better. He wanders down to the dunker spot more often than not, allowing his man to hang in the lane, but even more importantly, simply not being part of the offense. As an example, look what happens when they post him up. He can use his great vision to spot cutters to create layups for teammates. But look how Butler can't go to the hole strong like I'm sure he wants to because Simmons' man Jared Dudley is just standing there waiting for him. It was even more of a problem here since Simmons just doesn't move at all from that spot and Kurucs easily steps up to pressure Embiid into a miss. Again, when he's the point guard and running the offense, he can be terrific, his height allowing him to see passes other point guards can't. And every once in a while, they run a really clever set where Redick back screens for Embiid before popping out and Simmons can hit him for an open jumper. But because of his complete inability to shoot the basketball, his man can sag 5 feet off of him and then steal passes he tries to make to cutters. And when he does try and be aggressive around the hoop, if he's shooting with a supposed strong left hand, he's going to struggle. Now that the playoffs are here, the stakes are even higher. You might be interested in putting some money down on whether the Nets or the Sixers will win this series. You've already got a leg up with all of my insights, so head right over to betonline.ag, the one place to get in on all the action, grab the odds, and allow the experts to do the heavy lifting for you. Sports, live betting, virtual casino, you name it. BetOnline.ag is BBallBreakdown's preferred sportsbook online. If you're feeling lucky and would like to support the channel, go to clnsmedia.com/bball and use promo code CLNS50 for a 50% sign-up bonus. That's clnsmedia.com/bball for a 50% sign-up bonus. BetOnline.ag, your online sportsbook experts. While the Sixers made a bit of a run at the end of the third behind an aggressive Jimmy Butler creating points for them, the Nets held tough, never relinquishing the lead. A little 9-2 run early in the fourth got them a 14-point lead, and the Sixers could never threaten the rest of the way. Brett Brown should be questioned with the way he's built his offense, and his rotations to match up with the ultra-small ball he had to know was coming. Another headache for Brown to deal with is Amir Johnson getting caught by TV cameras checking out his phone with Joel Embiid on the bench. You'll have to decide if this reflects a lack of respect for Brown or not, but it's a bad look either way. If the Sixers can't figure out a better attack with Simmons on the floor, they're going to lose this series just like they lost to the Celtics. On the flip side, the Nets are firing on all cylinders, and the Sixers' biggest fear was if Caris LeVert started playing like he did before his injury. Game 2 is it for the Sixers. They lose that one, they lose the series. I hope you enjoyed this video and it made sense to you as a coach, a player, and a fan. Please give us a thumbs up and comment down below. Plus, I'm offering you a free video with more insights into the way the game is played that will improve your playing and your coaching. Make sure to check back here since I'll have a range of different free videos moving forward and we'll be swapping out links. Click here to watch some other videos I recently produced on both the NBA and March Madness. And hit that subscribe button and adjust your settings so you'll be notified immediately as soon as a new video drops. Thanks for joining me today, and don't forget, sports fans, at BBallBreakdown, we're not a channel, we're a conversation. You in?